toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. The Beavers will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Arkansas's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man downfield. It's a running room. Inside, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the Oregon State Beavers offense will take the field for the first time. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
But they need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He spins that thing down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Gets it out quickly. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Snagged in the middle. It's Simon. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The Beavers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Back's got it. Touchdown, Oregon State! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Jackson will throw. Got the quick pass. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Going to the running game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Arkansas. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Lining up for the PAT.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
A little screen to the running back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the script.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Dances away. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault. Last time it took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Baker. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Yeah, and there's nothing harder on a defense than when you run play action and you suck me up a few steps, and you got tight ends like this, Palmer, that can run down the field, be a big target, and make big plays behind those linebackers.
Man, they're changing the position now, too, I think, David. There are more and more athletic guys playing the tight end position today in college football that can run.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. The quick out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The play action fake. Under fire. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Out of the shotgun on third down. Touchdown, Beavers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville.
And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He smashes his way through again. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. To the ground with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Simon. All kinds of room to the right. Running inside the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Beavers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Jackson will throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Quarterback on the keeper. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The give to the single back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Quarterback extends the play. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. The Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it'll be down right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
The give to the tailback. Plows through the defense. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. It'll be 3rd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Here's the pressure. They're gonna get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Beavers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The give as they work on that clock. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Beavers are facing 3rd and inches. Might be changing the route. The toss to the right. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field, keeping it on the ground with the running back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. He's got it on the run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down.
Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, Beavers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, dude.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together, get some good mojo going.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Bringing the heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff.